Well, hello, dear viewer. 'Tis Unclejona here with the 12 beers of Christmas, and we're fast cracking on with these ones. Um, Almost getting to 12th night, but not yet, dear viewer. And I thought we'd do something slightly different. Yes, this one. Because it's a dark beer, which is unusual for BrewDog. I know they do make dark beers, but predominantly they're known for IPAs and that kind of stuff. This is Rocky Road, as you can see, and if it will focus, it is the Marshmallow Stout, which is pretty ridiculous, and it's 6.8%. Absolutely ridiculous one. And trying to look at the back of this can is absolutely nuts. So I'm actually looking over here because I've got the BrewDog ingredient sheet or something like that. Anyhow, there we go. Rocky Road. It's got Columbus hops in, but that's not what this is about. It's got lactose in. It's got some oats in there. It doesn't have wheat, which is weird, but fair enough. But what it does have is natural flavorings, whatever that means. If anyone says natural flavorings, I instantly think they're not very natural. It's anything but natural, because if it was natural, you'd list what it actually was on your ingredients, wouldn't you? Natural flavorings means chemical in my head. Don't know why. Maybe I'm just a bit mad, but if you think like me, then yeah, you know what I mean. Anyway, the other thing is this has got a shed load of malt in. So it's got the normal pale ale malt, which is in every beer basically, whether it's two row, whether it's Maris Otter or something, who knows what it could be, Optic perhaps, I don't know. Whatever the cheapest is basically. But it's got chocolate malt in, it's got crystal, it's got a medium crystal. So I'm not sure if that's a C90 maybe or something like that. It's got extra dark crystal, so we're talking 120 plus 180 maybe. It's got Carafa Special number 3, which is a real dark bad boy. And obviously it's got the oats in there as well. So it's got a lot of malts, a lot of cereal, shall we say. Now, the problem with this is it's a little bit taut. I've given it the torty tests, and yeah, hopefully it's not shaken up that much. Ooh, yeah, I definitely needed to pressure test that bad boy. I don't know if you heard that hiss on the camera, but it was definitely fizzing away. So hopefully it's not going to jizz black stuff all over my trousers. I hate black jizz on my trousers. Don't think I'm racist, but I don't like black jizz. I don't like white jizz either, to be perfectly honest, but hey, who knows? Santa is still with us because of the 12 days of Christmas. The 12 beers of Christmas, indeed. Should pull that up, shouldn't I? Oh, and for a change, it's not superbly extra carbonated, which is nuts. Wow, managed to get more or less the whole can in there. Maybe overly filled. Head-wise, I'm not that impressed. We're talking half a finger's head, but it is a slightly stronger one. What did I say? 6.8. My God, that is pretty strong. And I am getting that marshmallow, that rocky road, but I'm also getting a kind of chemically kind of thing, a chemical castration. Yeah, there's something unsurprisingly not natural about that aroma. It's got a bit of lacto in, so there's a bit of sweetness and stuff. It's a bit kind of berry, kind of yeah, but fake berry. That sounds bizarre. Anyway, cheers and beers. Let's dive in. Oh, first day back at work for me after Christmas, so I need a beer. And luckily for me, it's a Friday, so I've got the weekend to go. Um, it's yes, it's got that sort of berry, and it's like a kind of blueberry or a kind of the type of berry that you get with chewing gum, bubble berry or something. Um, I'm going to kind of go for blueberry, but it isn't. It's not natural. It's some weird flavoring, and then the vanilla and the kind of marshmallowy type thing. Oh, pardon me, is there. Um, but kind of in the background to that weird kind of berry taste. So they've added some sort of berry flavoring, I guess, in the in the thought or in the thinking that it's, oh yeah, that tastes a bit like Rocky Road or one of those other marshmallow type things. Um, yeah, not as good as Stay Puffed by the the Welsh guys. Um, Tiny Rebel. I was trying to think of who they were, but Tiny Rebel, that's their marshmallow beer. And I've had some other marshmallow beers, which actually kind of made from a sort of marshmallowy type thing. Nobody gets it completely right, but I would say Tiny Rebel definitely over this one. Very, very strange. Yeah, it's weird because you would have thought with the amount of crazy dark malts in there, um, I'd be waxing lyrical about that kind of stuff. You know, the darkness, the leather, blah blah blah. I'm not getting any of that because it's overpoweringly this weird berry thing going on. Uh, there's hardly any astringency, or not to my tastes. So they must have put a shed load of lacto in there. Hopefully, that's not going to upset my stomach later on by drinking pure lacto. Um, Luckily for me, I'm not intolerant of that type of thing. Um, but I think as we grow older, I don't know about you, dear viewer, your tolerance for milk gets less and less and less. Or at least that's what I found. I could drink gallons of milk when I was a nipper, but these days, putting a tablespoon or even a teaspoon in my tea, um, a teaspoon of milk, I should say, not just putting the spoon in, you understand. Um, Although I do quite have a sweet tooth still. Right, let us. I don't think there was that much left. There was a little bit left. Let's see how much there was. Oh yeah, tiny bit. Worth pouring in with the label out. You know we do it old school with label out. The colour of that head there. That looks much darker and more tan than it was to start with. I wonder if this is going to have an objective flavour charge, a depth charge, like adding an espresso to your ice cream. Sorry, dear viewer. It is quite carbonated, but that head is just not staying around that long. What can we say? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that I so wanted to like that beer, but just some very odd flavourings in there. Yeah, not my favourite, unfortunately. Alcohol wise, bordering on 7%, not bad at all. It's kind of what I wanted today, but the flavours, not so much. Anyway, that has been, where are we? Are we day 7 or day 8? No, more than that, day 9 perhaps, of the 12 beers of Christmas. Please take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Remember to drink some beer because it definitely makes you smarter. And Uncle Jonna will return with another beer review real soon.